Welcome back. A quick update from the city of Chennai. A sudden flaming incident took place in Koturpuram in an underground parking space at the railway station. 6 cars and 1 bike went up in flames. The fingerprint inspection is on. One of the cars is believed to be that of a close aide of former Mayor M. Subramanian.
என்னோட அப்சர்வேஷன் என்னன்னு கேட்டிங்கனாக்கா வெஹிக்கிளில் ஷார்ட் சர்க்யூட் ஆகி அது ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆகிருக்கணும். அதை யாரும் பக்கத்தில் இருந்து பார்க்கல. வாட்ச்மேன் முன்னால் இருக்கிறாரு, இங்கே கிடையாது பக்கத்தில். இது வந்து ஒரு எண்டு, டெய்ல் எண்டு, ஒரு சைடு. ஸோ அதனால் இது அப்படியே ஸ்ப்ரெட் ஆகி வெளியே வந்து ஸ்மோக்கு ஃப்ளேம்லாம் தெரிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் வாட்ச்மேன் பார்த்துட்டு ஓடியாந்துருக்கிறாங்கன்னு சொல்கிறாங்க.
காலைல 3 மணிக்கு ரவுண்ட்ஸ் வருவோம் சார். ரவுண்ட்ஸ் வந்து பார்த்தேன். எல்லாம் நல்லா இருந்துச்சு, இடமே கிளியராக இருந்துச்சு, எல்லாம் சுத்தமாக இருந்துச்சு. அங்கே போய் உக்காந்துட்டேன், டேபிளில் போய் அங்கே போய் உக்காந்துட்டேன். உட்காந்து 4 மணினா புகை வந்தது. ஃபஸ்ட்டு புகை வருதுன்னு சொல்லிட்டு நான் என்ன பண்ணேன், மேலே போய் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன். டிக்கெட் ரூமில் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணோம். அங்கே போய் நான் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணேன். மணி 4:05க்கு நான் கம்ப்ளைண்ட் பண்ணேன். அவங்க நான் ஒன்று ஃபயருக்கு இது பண்ணிடுறேன், ஃபயர் பண்ணேன். அப்புறம் அங்கேருந்து ஃபயர் வரதுக்குள்ளே இது 4:40 ஃபயர் வந்துச்சு.
Meanwhile, NDTV has accessed Pranab Mukherjee's detailed rebuttal on the controversial 2G note, where he told the Prime Minister that the reference to P. Chidambaram was put in by the Cabinet Secretariat. In the letter, which Pranab Mukherjee wrote to the Prime Minister soon after their meeting in New York at the end of September, which NDTV has access to, Pranab said that he had not been in favor of sending a formal note, but he had done so after the Prime Minister's office insisted. Could there be another hike in petrol prices? Oil companies are pressing for a rupees 1.8 per litre hike in petrol prices. HPCL has already said that they look at increasing the petrol prices. Petrol prices hiked 3 times since January, and oil companies last hiked petrol price by up to rupees 3 per litre on the 15th of September. There is no price hike in diesel, LPG and kerosene.
Well, right now the losses on petrol is such that to cover it up, the price hike should be of the order of 1 rupee 82 paisa or so.
In protest against the agreement between the Manipur government and cookies, the United Naga Council has called for a 3-day total bandh across Manipur from the 3rd of November, and also blockade will continue indefinitely. This is after a 93-day-old economic blockade on Manipur's main national highway that was lifted at midnight after the government of Manipur signed an agreement with the agitating group demanding a separate Kuki tribe-dominated district to be carved out of hill areas near Imphal. The government has agreed to upgrade the Sadar Hills area near Imphal to a full-fledged district at the earliest. Months of litigation have failed to resolve the impasse over the construction of the Lavasa township in Maharashtra. Now it seems another major court battle is about to begin. The big question is, will this help find a solution? Here is a look at the latest in Lavasa case, which has been stalled after environmental concerns.
These half-built luxury homes in Lavasa will take longer for the owners to check in, as the controversial hill resort project's fate is again in the courts. The Maharashtra government is all set to file a case in the District Court of Pune and initiate action against Lavasa for green violations, which means Lavasa's wait for the green clearance might get longer by another 3 to 4 months. Why the delay? That's because the Environment Ministry is planning to wait for this new case to come to a close before it gives out its final order. But Lavasa officials feel that the Environment Ministry should announce its final order as soon as the court case is filed. That's because filing a case by the Maharashtra government against Lavasa will mean abiding by all the preconditions set by the Environment Ministry for the clearance. According to the Bombay High Court's order, the Maharashtra government has to file a case before November 3rd, and the Environment Ministry has to give its final order on the Lavasa case by November 10. But it is most likely that the Environment Ministry will seek more time before giving the final order. While the wait for the clearance gets longer, Lavasa still maintains that the Environment Protection Notification of 2006 is not applicable to them, that they already have a clearance from the state government, and the project is on invitation from the Maharashtra government. In New Delhi, Oinita Moja Sinha, NDTV.
An anti-corruption court in Srinagar has dismissed the petition filed by the son of National Conference worker Mohammad Yusuf demanding a CBI probe into his death. Yusuf died shortly after being taken into custody after meeting Chief Minister Omar Abdullah at his house on the 30th of September. But the Supreme Court yesterday issued notice to the Omar government on a separate petition, also seeking a CBI probe into the alleged custodial death. Jammu and Kashmir government has been given 2 weeks to respond. The US has cut off financial aid to UNESCO. This happened after Palestine was voted as a permanent member in the United Nations cultural body. America is a source of 22% of UNESCO's annual funding.
Ladies and gentlemen, the General Conference has thus voted to adopt the draft resolution and decided to admit Palestine as member of UNESCO.
And with that, Palestine became a full member of the UN's cultural body, UNESCO, defying US threats. As cheers filled the room at the UNESCO headquarters in Paris, the vote went 107 in favor of Palestine, with 14 against and 52 abstentions. Immediately afterwards, a furious Washington called the move premature and announced that it is stopping financial contributions to UNESCO. America is the source of 22% of UNESCO's annual funding. That's about $70 million. Unless that shortfall is made up by other countries, UNESCO may have to close their offices and fire their staff.
We were to have made a...
Even as Union Home Minister P. Chidambaram indicated in Delhi that there could be some decision on Telangana after Bakrid, in Andhra Pradesh there is little reason for the party to cheer on the state's formation day, which is today. Pro-Telangana groups say that the day symbolizes the betrayal of Telangana. It was on this day that the Telangana districts were merged with the coastal and Rayalaseema districts 55 years ago to make Andhra Pradesh the first state to be formed on linguistic basis.
AP Formation Day on the 1st of November has ironically become a symbolic occasion to demand division of the state. Former Minister and Congress MLA Komti Reddy Venkat Reddy, who quit for the cause of a separate Telangana, is sitting on an indefinite fast.
They are losing confidence in the public of Telangana. That's why all our MLCs and cadres is going to other parties.
For the Congress, it becomes yet another public embarrassment. On Sunday, 3 Congress MLAs quit the party and joined the TRS.
If some MLAs want to join us, some members of parliament would like to join us, we will most certainly welcome them, because anybody who is a responsible people's representative, we believe should heed to the aspirations of the people, and therefore if anybody is willing to work with us, we will certainly welcome them.
Unless and until we build a pressure on the Telangana public leaders and also on the High Command will not take decisions so early.
The TRS-led Joint Action Committee that had proposed a 72-hour fast to observe what it called Betrayal Day for Telangana did not go ahead, as not all Telangana MLAs were willing to join the protest action. Even as there is worry that more Congress leaders could abandon what they see as a sinking ship in Telangana, the Congress leadership appears to be trying to assuage its ministers in the Telangana region and has avoided public embarrassment to them by deputing the district collectors to unfurl the national flag on AP Formation Day. In Hyderabad, with camera person Nagraju, Uma Sudhir, NDTV.
High school children went on a battle of wits. More on that on the other side of the break.